Hello, and welcome back for episode 31 of Animus. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got last session, there was a mystery man in a bunk bed that was still asleep, and then Sparky made a whole bunch of racket, and then there was somebody outside the control room that everybody had broken into that was like, the hell's going on in there? So, yeah, now there's potentially two baddies on either side of the group, and they're stuck in a bunker. So this should be great. Before we hop or jump into all of that, I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves and their characters, and then we'll get into the action. Starting with Jay, tell us a little bit about Sparky and yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Jay, or Alien Jays. I'm here most times. That's about it. Sparky is the crew's dog, essentially. They're just paranoid and they make a mess, and then they do puppy eyes and everything's okay. So right now they are making amends with most of the people they've made issues with, and now they've just potentially screwed the whole pooch. Not literally. So I think right now they're trying to be a little more backseat because this was supposed to be Liam's mission, and they're kind of just letting him run the show. They mostly want the anvil to fall on him, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's fair. All right. Vanessa, tell us a little bit about Annie and yourself.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm a traditional artist. I work primarily in watercolor and pencil sketch, and also a little bit of digital art as well. I play Annie, who is kind of like the space anonymous of the group. Before the memory wipe, she kind of dealt a lot in information brokering, kind of like steal from the rich, sell to the poor kind of deal, where she would take information from larger companies and then make it a profit by selling them to the smaller competition. But after the wipe, she kind of just became the tall, sometimes scary little mouse of the group. But yeah, we've recently reconnected with her younger brother, whom she still doesn't remember, but you know, she's working on it. But yeah, that's Annie.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Michael, for the $4 donation for some D6s for the cast. That puts the cast at 6 D6 and 3 crits. I currently have 3 D6 and 3 crits. If you would like to get the cast more, there's all these different things that you can do right underneath my head here. But you can also just retweet the game tweet. At 5 retweets, the cast gets a D6. At 10, I get a D6. And if we get past that to 15 and 20, other cool things happen. So you can check that out. Next, we'll hop on over to Alex. Tell us a little bit about yourself in Seattle.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a digital artist. I do weird art, gay art, a lot of gay art. So I play Seattle, who is actually doing quite well after basically putting the person who he was before to official rest, and is now like putting absolutely all of his focus on making sure Sparky's okay now, except for Sparky sometimes reacting well to that and sometimes reacting very worryingly.
That's fair.
Seattle's quite worried for his best friend. Also, I wasn't here last week, so I'm remembering
right.
most of what happened last week. But
Okay, you were on the ship.
from what I
it's fine.
understand, I'm on the ship.
Yes, you were on the ship. So Sparky's been through a little bit recently, so makes sense. All right, next we'll hop on over to Lisa. Tell us a little bit about the captain and yourself.
I'm Lisa, or Goody, whichever, and I am. That's about it. But I play Captain, who is an android, and she is not the sci-fi stereotype of, oh, I seek to be like a human. She just wants to figure out what the fuck they're doing. So, she is she was like a covert black ops murder droid, and she doesn't know why or who created her or for what purpose, if there's more of her, but she essentially looks like a tiny petite doll that'll kill you. But yeah, she's mom of the group and not by her own wanting. Thanks, Sparky. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, all right. That just leaves me. I'm Raven. I'm the creative director for the Raven Evermore, which is just my brand for everything that I do, from tabletop design, voice acting, art, a whole bunch of different stuff. You can find out all of that stuff at my link tree, which is right there in chat. And then also check out sponsors, which is also in chat. Fundamental RPG and Intrepid. You can find both of those at coffee.com/raven/shop. It's just like what's over there in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. You just add /shop to the end of it. And yeah, Fundamental RPG is the game, or the system rather, that this game runs on. Second edition is available for pre-order there. Should be releasing towards the end of this month or very early in March, just depending on a couple of production things. But yeah, you can pick up a pre-order right there. It's discounted, so as soon as the full release of the system is out, those prices might go up a little bit, but the paperback version does include shipping. So if you see that and you're like, why is this have way more than the PDF? It's because it includes shipping to anywhere in the I believe we got it set for US and Canada. And then Intrepid is adventuring gear for IRL, basically. So tabletop and adventure themed outdoors wear, athletic wear, and casual wear. Very cool stuff. And then for this game, I play everybody else in the universe. The three characters in particular that you see quite frequently are Daisy Thornwood, who is turns out is Seattle's daughter. She's sort of a hardware hacker. And also is responsible for the crew not having their past memories. And then there's also Liam, who is Annie's brother, who has gotten them into this situation right now. And Seth, who was a former cartel gopher, basically. But his job was to go get people and bring them back. Which the crew captured and then adopted, essentially. So yeah, that is that's who I play, who I am, and all that stuff. Getting back into the story. So as I mentioned, you all found the secret door that Liam pointed you to, managed to break in, found out it's for a company called Mom Sato, and they've got a bunch of Big Brother type cameras set up all over the place in this farmer town on Mars. Lots of data going back for, I think it was a couple of decades, on seismic information. You dug a little bit deeper and were able to find out they were also tracking like the farmers themselves, different crops, soil sample information, a whole bunch of stuff. And there was a nat 1 rolled on something that caused a chair to fall over, a bunch of noise. You don't know if the person in the bunk bed way on the other end of this sort of bunker, I guess you could call it, don't know if he woke up, but there's definitely somebody approaching from the outside, the way you all came in, that said, what the hell is going on in there? And that's where we ended. So given that you all just heard someone, what's your reactions? What are you doing?
Are there any spots immediately to hide? Or is that everything? I can't remember.
Give me a sight roll.
can I also make one? Because that's basically what Sparky's doing too.
Yeah. Anyone who would like to, who is there, is able to.
15.
Did you say 15?
Yeah.
You notice that you could probably like squeeze underneath the desk area and maybe pull one of those chairs in. It would not be the best hiding spot, but that's the only one you immediately spot in your rush.
23.
Sparky, you're too busy trying to pick yourself up off the floor. And Captain with a 23. There's like the way the corner is situated, you could potentially like leverage yourself to where you're holding on to one of the edges of the monitors to like kind of Spider-Man up in the corner on the ceiling.
Hell yes.
It's a nimbleness roll to achieve that.
Mental image of this is maybe the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Hiding for a surprise party.
Of course, with the captain, I mean, you could actually probably just like use your knife as like an anchor if you wanted to, your arm blade. Either way, 28, that'll do it. You're able to hide that way if you want.
Glad, yeah. I'll get up in the corner.
Okay. Annie, are you hiding in that particular way?
Who else is currently in the room with us? So it's me, Sparky, Cap.
Definitely.
Liam's there.
Liam and Seth and Daisy, I think, are all in
Daisy's
here.
here too. Shit.
Before she moves under there, what are the rest of you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Liam and Seth and Daisy are going deeper into the bunker. Like, Liam's just grabbing them both and pulling them into the next room to look for somewhere to hide.
Okay, in that case, Annie is going to quickly try to make a mad dash to shove Sparky underneath the desk and right the chair up before going underneath the other desk.
Oh my god.
All right.
So if you can picture just like a mom cleaning up a messy room and just shoving toys into a toy box, that's kind of the vibe. She's just rolling Sparky and shoving under that desk.
I picture it with all the aplomb of a hitman rolling someone up in a carpet, just like That's the chair up. Just,
I tell you what, you can use might or blend in. I'll let you use either one, whichever one you want to accomplish this.
That's gonna be a blend in because that is significantly higher.
Okay.
It does not matter. It's a dirty 20 anyway.
Oh, nice. Okay. Normally, I would say, yeah, you probably need to roll, but I think with the way Annie's doing this, I don't think it's an option.
I have a choice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This is just happening.
Oh, yeah. No, she's not waiting for your input.
Yeah. So, it takes you a second with a 20. It takes you a second, and you're probably starting to feel like the panic of, oh God, I'm not going to get hidden in time, but you just barely managed to pull it off and pull the chair in. So you and Sparky are hiding behind this chair. Captain is literally hiding on the ceiling, and Liam, Seth, and Daisy have hidden in the break room somewhere.
Sweet.
What happens next? There is a guy in it looks like a work uniform, like almost like a security guard uniform, but with no patches, no insignia, no name, nothing like that. It's like you just went to a uniform supply store and bought a generic, no brand version. So it's like a dark gray button-up shirt, khaki pants, but they're not like dress slacks. They're like canvas,
like cargo pants.
Kinda.
Khaki.
Or like those Dickies.
Yeah, like that. So it's more like a canvas type material. It does have a couple extra pockets, but it's not like a casual cargo pant. And boots, like construction style boots. And so yeah, he comes walking in, and he's just muttering about why in the hell is the keypad taken apart. Why is the door open? What was that noise? Just sort of muttering and swearing, and says, if this better be something important, because if Tommy took that thing apart again, I'm gonna kill him. So he's muttering to himself, acting like there's nobody else here. He does look around the control room a little bit. Let's see if he notices anything. He does not. He's definitely not looking up, and he's not looking under the consoles, so he does take note of the fact that the computers are logged in, and that who we now know as Tommy is not in the room, and he seems to get even more livid about that. So he starts yelling through the bunker as he's moving towards the living quarter section. There's several obscenities, telling Tommy to get his butt out here. He gets to the break room, and you don't hear anything like who are you people, so you can assume that the rest of your group has not been found. But what do you do?
Staying the fuck put.
Yeah, basically. Because we can't even see Captain, so... Although we have our comms, we could do a quick, hey.
You could also let Seattle know what's going on.
Oh yeah, we could do that, couldn't we?
Don't let Seattle know what's going on, please.
I would assume since we're so far underground, though, the comms may not even reach. Just because that's how it was when we were in the farm last.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although that was due to a sandstorm.
That's true.
So,
is Annie
hard to say?
Is Annie explicitly telling Sparky not to message Seattle?
No, because she doesn't think that would be the first reaction, so she doesn't say it. But please don't.
Okay. Do you like how that said okay, and also I'm not sure if I'll follow through on it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Sparky will at least message Seth, Liam, and Daisy, just like a text message, just hey, they're heading your way, hide.
Yeah.
And that's and then send a message to Cap like, what do we do?
So
Now-
you get a message back immediately from Daisy, by the way, that just says no shit. Frog face. Side note, Liam's really heavy. With no context.
Okay. I don't know why my first context was Daisy holding Liam for some reason, but that's not what it is.
So now I don't know where Liam and Daisy are, correct?
You just know that they went further in, and that the next room is a break room.
Okay. And from where I am, I can't see them on the screens.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
They are currently pretty decently well hidden, actually.
Good. You can't just leave them in there. I'm gonna say stay put for now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sparky just shares a look with Annie like, I don't know, what?
There is
Annie puts
go
her
ahead.
fingers to her lips, just like shh.
All right. There's a lot more yelling. They're just off in the distance. Kind of hard to tell what they're saying because they're pretty far away from the control room now. But you definitely hear one voice that sounds really groggy and irritated, which you guess is Tommy. And then this other guy who is just angry. And they're yelling and fussing for a good 5 minutes or so. In that back room. Do you all stay put during that whole 5 minutes?
I think Sparky will peek their head out every now and then,
Okay.
just to see if anyone else is in the room. Because we didn't.
Nope.
I assume we didn't hear anyone else enter, right?
No, just the one person. And your hiding spot isn't very good, which means you can also see decently well.
Oh, good.
So
Look at all these perks. Convenient. That's
Yeah.
what I would call this.
So, well, after the 5 minutes of arguing, you hear footsteps getting closer as well as voices as they come back. And Tommy is telling this other person that no, he didn't mess with the keyboard. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I logged out, and the other guy's like, well, somebody logged in, and if you're the only person here other than me, and it wasn't me, like, what is it? Just gremlins?
Yes.
So they yeah. So they're going back and forth again, and as they get into the room, the particular set of consoles and desk that Sparky and Annie are at, they both lean over and like put their weight on the desk, as you know, they're pointing at different things and yelling at the screen and at each other right above where you are. But thankfully they don't try to sit down. They're continuing to do this for a little while. And while they're doing that, you get a message from Daisy that says, can we, should we move now?
Sparky's
Can you
not
move
touching it.
undetected?
Kinda. Actually, it's more like a yes question mark.
Do you believe you can make it to the control room undetected?
Yes question mark. With the shrug emoji.
Then get to the control room. Everybody in the control room, leave now.
But the two people are in the control room right now, though.
Oh, I thought they had moved.
No. They were in the bunk bedroom,
no.
and they moved forward. Now they're in the control room, leaning over
Okay.
where
I
Sparky
was
and
like,
Annie are.
did Captain finally lose it? Is she one of us?
Yeah, I
She's like, everybody just fucking bailed. I can't catch all of us.
I was like, I may not have explained that very well. Sorry.
No, it's
Sorry,
all
I
right.
think all of us just like scattering from everywhere would give all of y'all would give these guys a heart
It might
attack.
work. Yeah, like, turn on the lights.
How
and the rat
opposed
scatter.
are you to grabbing their ankles and fucking
I'm not gonna
football
lie.
tackling them?
If they sat down, Sparky was literally going to turn into an ankle biter. Just saying.
Oh my god.
Annie probably motions for Sparky just to hold on. Just wait this out until we can't anymore.
Can we see if they're armed at all?
Yeah. The guy that came in does look like he has a handgun on his hip. The other guy is in like boxers and a t-shirt.
From their spot under the desk, how close are they to that firearm?
I mean, you could reach out from where you are and potentially grab it.
Do you guys
Um,
want to go like a stealthy route, or do you want to get out of here now?
We have 3 crits.
Have you met
Yep,
us?
yep. However, would
Okay,
you
no,
like
let's
to go
go.
quietly, or would you like to go now?
Quietly?
Okay.
Yeah, what Captain said. Yep. That's what I was going to say. Uh-huh.
You all get a group message from Daisy that's just a bunch of letters. And then right after that, it's like, sorry, Liam's elbow's in my face.
Are they like homunculating it? Or are they just like a jungle gym? What's going on? How are you moving like that?
You're gonna laugh really hard when I tell you how they're hidden.
Jesus Christ. All right.
What?
Well, it's up to you guys then, because I had the noisy plan. So if you want to go quietly, this is up to you guys.
Vanessa, if you want to do something without telling Captain, Sparky's the person to jump in with.
I mean, technically,
That's
That's
actually
true.
really true.
Sorry, was that Lisa?
I mean, what am I gonna do? Like, kill you? Probably not.
Yeah, like that's an option.
I mean, Captain could swoop in like literal Spider-Man.
I mean, I'm up on the wall like a goddamn cockroach right now.
Mm-hmm.
I could just turn on my eye glow and scare the shit out of both of them.
We could always turn this into a horror movie. Captain scuttles
For them.
across the ceiling, turns the lights
Oh.
out, and then we jump them.
Ooh. That's a really cool idea.
Saying it's technically stealthy.
just need a decision.
Become the new cryptid, please.
A new Mars cryptid.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Don't go out at night. The captain will get you.
There's a
guys show back
giant
up
doll.
These guys show back up at headquarters and just like, Mars is haunted. What? You heard me? Mars is haunted.
She's got
Grab
blades longer than
shotgun.
your
Mars
legs.
is haunted.
She doesn't know what cows are.
Quick, somebody call Doom Guy.
Oh my god, that's right. That takes place on Mars. Anyways, what are you doing? I need a decision.
We're gonna horror movie this bitch.
Do it.
Like at this point, it's like in the video game when the NPCs are starting to repeat things that they said because you've just been hiding around the corner too long.
It's waiting for the cue that hasn't come up yet.
Yeah.
Their idle animations are
Oh
looping.
my god.
Yeah.
Horror
what's
movie.
happening?
Horror movie.
Okay, Captain is going to send a message. Be ready for lights out in 30 seconds.
It's not bedtime yet.
Out of character, but shut the fuck up, Sparky.
What about a toddler here?
No. Lights out in 30 seconds. Be prepared to grab any limbs of these people. Now, can I see the light switch?
You can.
Okay, can I get to it?
Gonna need a nimbleness roll because you literally are gonna have to like horror movie crawl on the ceiling to get to it. But you can do so with your arm blades pretty easily.
Okay, let me.
You have the tools built in to do this.
I knew they'd come in handy. Let's see
She
here.
can slice, she can dice, she can crawl across the fucking ceiling. Why did we make this?
I'm like a slap chop, but I can crawl on the ceiling.
There's while you're doing this, there's a message from Daisy that's just 3 question marks.
So 27 plus 6.
Yeah, that's plenty. You're able to get over to the light switch and cut it off, and they're too focused on the screen and yelling at each other to see you.
Brilliant.
So lights go out, and you hear the new guy, who we still haven't heard a name for. Like, Tommy hasn't said who this guy, hasn't addressed this guy by name. But you hear him go, "What now? Did a fuse go out? This is just not my day."
When the
Captain's
lights
going-
go out, you go ahead first, Lisa.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
would you like
Captain's
to?
gonna switch on her eye lights
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
and stare
So-
at them.
Annie uses that as the distraction.
Mhm.
Are they like looking at her? Do they see that right away, or
They're in the
Are we
process
giving
of
it a-
seeing that. It's like, I feel like time for the effect of us trying to do things is going to slow down right now. So right now they're currently turning to look at where this light's coming from, saying something that's effective like, "When did we put in emergency lights?" Because they haven't noticed yet.
okay?
So
Vanessa, I have an idea if you want, but also if you have an idea, go for it. I just had an interesting idea for us.
I was just going to use the idea that I had before we decided that we were going to turn off the lights.
It's an addendum to that. What if we both leg sweep?
I was just going to punch him in the
Leg.
dick and take his gun.
Oh, okay. Well, that works too. Yeah.
I like both. I like both.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take the gun and you can leg sweep. Perfect. So yeah, Annie's gonna wait until they see the eyes and like have proper amount of time to like realize the place is haunted. And then she's absolutely gonna do a dick punch and take this guy's gun from him.
Sorry, I'm laughing really hard because this is funny, but also in my head, I just heard the classic. I think it's Godfather, like leave the gun, take the cannoli, except it was take the gun, punch the cannoli.
Pretty much, yeah.
Basically.
Oh, all right.
Though I don't want to compare that to cannoli ever in my head.
You know, substitutions had to be made for something. Anyways, I need a melee attack. Just don't roll a 1, basically.
Okay,
Does
what
she
am I
get
looking at on the
advantage here
sheet
because-
for here? Because they're already very freaked out.
No advantage, but it's they're not going to get their defense bonus, so it's just going to be a d20 roll to see if they instinctively dodge it.
It's an 11. Just
Total?
a straight D20, right?
I was gonna say we have D6s.
Well, you get a d20 plus your toughness plus any training you have in melee.
Oh, I don't know. Toughness. I don't have
the-
like the attack section or anything filled in, so that's why I'm not going by that.
Oh,
Because
I gotcha.
I never knew how to do it, and it never was an issue. Plus
you all
toughness.
typically
Okay.
find non-combat ways to deal with things, which I really appreciate because I like that. But yeah, it's toughness plus any points you have in melee training plus whatever you rolled on your d20.
So Annie is not usually a fists kind of gal, so I have pumped all of my training into ranged. So it's still a 14.
Okay. Well,
Did I
he only rolled a 12. So
Thank God. Okay, that works.
so you're good. Yep, there is a sequence of events that happen very, very quickly. But we're slowing this down so that we can all appreciate the detail here.
Mhm.
So there's the when did we install emergency lights? What the fuck is? Oh my god! And doubling over.
Yeah, and she's just gonna yoink the gun.
As soon as Sparky hears the "oh my god," they're going for the leg sweep.
Okay, I need a melee attack there as well.
Okay. Let's see. It says stun baton, but this is just melee without anything.
Okay.
That is a 15 plus my toughness, so 15 flat.
All right. I rolled a 4.
Oh,
so
good.
that's
Thank God.
definitely gonna hit. Thank you so much for the 200 bits, Michael. I'm assuming that's a D6 for cast? Question mark?
Unless they're really into, throwing us through the grinder, a third person shows up.
Also, Annie, I need a nimbleness check to see if you can grab his gun now that he's doubled over.
Okay. So since he's doubled over, do I get any sort of advantage? Because, I think he's a little preoccupied. He's in pain. He's scared. He could be pissing himself. I don't know.
For both your sakes, I hope he's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hope not, considering,
I mean, the
Location.
pants are there. That'll only do so much.
Yeah, we are on the ground. We were at ground zero, literally.
you're downstream from where that would go, so...
All right, maybe hold the piss then.
Waiter, can you hold the piss, actually? Yeah.
Could I please order advantage, hold the piss?
What even is this right now?
It's you giving me advantage on the shitty roll I just made.
Oh my god.
We have
We want to
D6.
stun the poor man, not render him infertile.
No on advantage, but I am adjusting the DC for the fact that he's doubled over.
Okay, so before I use a d6, does a 20, is that good?
I would throw a d6 in on that.
Okay, let me grab a d6. I'm using Mira's dice, and they're rolling absolutely shit today.
Oh no.
Where the fuck are all my d6s?
Also, for Sparky, yeah, you
It's a
knocked
2.
that guy in his butt with your roll, by the way. I forgot to resolve that.
I figured that was the case, yeah.
Yeah, it lands. I'm assuming you're like hitting on the back of the knee or something like that to make him fall.
Trying to make him fall backwards. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that
if I make him fall
happens.
forward, he might break his face on the computer, and we need the computer.
Yes.
Captain is also like notifying, like silently notifying Daisy and Liam to get their butts in here, please.
With that, you hear scrambling from the other room. The sound of like a heavy piece of furniture scraping on a tile floor. You hear Daisy saying something to the effect of "Get off of me and watch where you're putting your hands, bucko." Some response from Liam and Seth. That's like it's muffled, but it's like a "it wasn't me" kind of response.
Did they both
then...
just become men or something? What?
They in a horse costume, Raven?
No. I promise I will tell you.
Okay.
Do we want to know?
I do,
Yeah,
because
nothing...
if it's not a horse costume, what the hell are they in?
It's
also, Jay,
bad.
I like that your brain went to horse
They're inside
costume.
the couch.
Well, if I'm being honest, it was couch, mattress, horse costume, and then the other two just disappeared somehow.
I suppose in the presence of a horse costume as a suggestion, my brain would do the same.
Yeah. Anyways, they come scrambling into the room. Also, the guy that's on his back is now looking up at Captain with glowing red eyes and is freaking out and
Sparky's
again,
gonna like try to hop up and kind of knee on chest.
Okay. And again, he's
Yeah.
in boxers and a t-shirt and still groggy, and all of this is happening.
Definitely don't make that one piss, Vanessa.
He's kicking his legs, trying to do the like use your legs to scoot yourself along the floor kind of thing. He's scrambling pretty bad. It's gonna make like getting on top of him kind of difficult from your position.
Okay.
But he's very freaked out right now, and you can probably immediately guess that intruders, like people, humans, not the first thing on his mind right now.
Oh, good.
Now, my question for the cast is, do we want these gentlemen to leave, or do we just want to make it so we can leave?
Yes.
We're gonna kill them.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Raven, I rolled a I rolled a 22 on my nimbleness.
Can we wedge in some info gathering before the killing bit?
No, just
Oh.
murder.
Okay, we'll have to schedule it for
Over.
after, for 2:30. I've got a lunch and then...
Kill first,
my
ask
God.
later.
Okay.
Also, bold
I think
decision.
you might be channeling Mira right now.
A little bit. You grab the gun. You've got a firm hold on the handle, but the holster is one of those that has like the little snap. So you're having trouble getting it out of the holster.
Okay.
But he's distracted enough that you can try again to do the snap.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna do that. If not, I'm just gonna kick him in the back of the knee.
Fair.
Oh, that's better. Hold on. What is it? Nimbleness. So that's a 27.
Yeah.
What would you like me to roll to neon chest? Because Sparky is drawing their gun as well.
Can Captain modulate her voice?
Jesus Christ. These guys are literally not gonna survive this. They are going into comas and never waking up.
Captain, we
gonna have a
talked
heart
about the
attack.
piss. We talked about the piss. It's...
Well, Captain is locked eyes with the one on the floor.
Yeah, let's
Captain,
do,
you've become a sleep paralysis demon.
pretty much. Let's try a speech roll for that.
Can I add daunt? Or do you want daunt or speech?
Speech to modulate your voice.
Okay. Can I add in android?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Sparky might roll. It's an opposed might roll.
Oh,
With,
God.
with advantage on this.
Yeah, okay, good. It's still going to be really bad.
16 plus 5, so 21.
Or not. Should I even roll the second one?
Well, so that's a 33 total.
Mm-hmm.
So you've only got a 3 in might.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I also rolled a nat 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he's got more might than you.
Of course he does. Yeah, everyone does.
So that's wild.
Well.
This is literally me rolling nat 20s on all my splicers the other day.
Yeah.
Now, question. Even though he's beaten me in that, could I potentially daunt with a gun?
You absolutely can. So what'll happen is you'll be able to pin him momentarily.
Mm-hmm.
He'll shove you off.
Okay.
But you can immediately respond with the gun.
Okay.
Could I
add? So good.
because I feel like certain things are getting away from me. So quick recap of what's going on and where everyone is. Captain is horror movie on the ceiling, terrifying the guy that's on his back, who now feels something trying to get on top of him and is fearing for his life.
Yay.
Other guy is doubled over because he got kicked in the crotch or punched in the crotch, and he finally finally is able to get the gun out of the holster, but he feels the tugging of that, can't see what's going on, just sees red, literally, and is also freaking out, thinking that Mars is haunted. And then you've got the 3 kids scrambling in from the break room towards the control room right now, and I think that's where we are time-wise. Still nobody's told Seattle what's going on.
Nope.
Okay.
I was informed not to.
So, Sparky, yes, you've got the gun. You can roll
Okay,
daunt.
cool. Can I add assassin to that?
No.
Okay.
Because assassin's more like
The assassin
I'm gonna
doesn't
kill
need
you
to
and you're
daunt
not gonna know
usually.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not a 1. Hey, it's another nat 20.
Just because it's been mentioned and talked about so much, he literally pisses himself.
Fuck's sake. Okay.
Hell yeah! Scared, fucker!
Okay. So,
Sorry, Tommy.
yay. Sparky's gonna kind of like move their feet around a little bit so that they're not within the, path.
Splash zone?
Yeah. Did not bring a raincoat to this particular party. And they're gonna, like, with gun on the guy on the ground, look to the guy that Annie's taking the pistol from and say, "Get on the ground," in their most convincing voice.
All right. Yeah, roll daunt. Again.
Again? Oh, God.
The first time, sorry. Too many things going on at once.
That's
yeah,
fine.
you're good.
Okay, yeah,
You're
I was
good.
like, I don't know.
He's terrified. Captain, you were doing a speech thing. What did you roll for speech?
21, I think?
With everything, it was 21.
Yes, you're able to modulate your speech to be whatever you would like. What did you want to say? And then also roll daunt to see how effective it is.
In a super childish, girly voice, she's going to say, "What have you done?"
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Everything I thought of was not as bad as that.
Okay, yeah, roll daunt. $17. Would you like to throw a d6 on that?
I would love to. If everyone's okay with that.
For
Go
sure.
for it.
If I can type. Four. So.
Alright, it's 21. Yeah. You thoroughly convince them both that this room is haunted. And then Sparky saying to get on the ground. The other guy gets on the ground. Excuse me. They're both freaking out. The one guy's already wet himself. And that's the scene that Daisy, Seth, and Liam walk in on. all three of them, like, in unison and sync, are just going like, what the fuck?
Annie, who has now since straightened up and trained the gun on the second guy, just like briefly glances up at the three of them and just kind of gives them like a little, just like, you know, a little nod, but you know, you tilt the chin back up instead of like nodding down. Just like, hey, what are you guys up to? Took you so long.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, Liam looks down at the, you know, the guy who's clearly got wet boxers, and looks at the rest of you and goes, what did you all do? We were gone for like 5 minutes.
How dark is it in here? Because the lights are still off, I assume.
It's pretty dark,
Okay.
but the captain's eyes, being red light, eyes adjust decently well to it. So it's light enough that, you know, you can tell that people are on the ground and see that somebody has wet themselves.
Okay.
Not a lot of details though, because it's so dark.
Annie, with her free hand, points up to Captain.
I think Daisy looks up there and goes, okay, I'm gonna have nightmares for a while.
Sparky's
Captain's just gonna
message-
say-
Oh, go ahead.
We need to leave. Do we have the information, like the stuff
I don't remember. Did we download
downloaded?
it?
No, we didn't take
I don't
anything.
think you ever downloaded it.
No.
No.
Should we make them download it?
I mean, we could probably just ask them questions. They seem. And she looks
so
down at the
now
two of
it's
them.
question time.
Yeah. She
I'm
looks
sorry.
down at the
I
two
had
of them.
scheduled murder before this part, so everything's like on the schedule.
I cleared my afternoon.
Yeah, like I was planning for this. I brought the hitman. There's carpets everywhere.
Things kind of turned out a little bit better than we were expecting. So you know what? We can push the murder back and schedule it for later.
Okay, we can have a little murder as a treat afterwards.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
But right now is the time for questions.
Okay.
Whereas before, murder first, you
I
know?
think-
But the times have changed.
Sparky's gonna message Captain, and just kind of a quick text message like, you should be the one to ask them.
Okay, she's gonna put the voice back on. What is it you're doing in this planet?
Monitoring?
Do the good people of the planet know they are being watched in such a way?
No.
Why are you Why do you monitor them to such an extent?
Because the people we work for told us to.
You are sheep.
Okay, sure. Yep, sheep, whatever you say.
Bah.
Creepy lights on the ceiling.
I'm fucking Mothman, bitch. No,
Could we go now?
is this data recorded?
It's all on the computer. Do you know what a computer is?
Retrieve the hard drive.
So, the dressed guy pulls himself up, feels around over to like the rack that's over by all the consoles and everything, and just yanks a whole like server out of it and holds it up towards
Now-
you on the ceiling.
They can feel like they're being held down. Like one of them's being held down, right?
No.
Not held down, but there's guns on them.
Okay.
one of them knows that there's a gun pointed at him, and the other one is just very preoccupied with, the child creepy voice and glowing eyes.
Okay, Captain will jump down and grab the server because I doubt that would be much of a problem for her.
No. Okay. And this is like the size of like maybe 2 laptops stacked on top of each other. It's
Okay, yeah.
not very big. His hands and arms are shaking.
Captain's going to say something to the effect of, "Run to your bedroom and hope you wake up from this nightmare."
Yeah, hold on, I gotta check something. One of them gets away just fine, gets to the bedroom. The other one, you hear the sound of, unfortunately, wet bare feet on the floor, and
Oh,
and definitely like somebody just skidding across the floor as they
oh
fall.
God.
More wet, slappy, like hand and feet on tile noises.
You better hope your
And,
boss doesn't come in to find that because you're in trouble.
Yeah. I see what you did there. And scrambling noises, and then it's gone.
Captain's going to put her normal voice back on and just say, "We should leave."
Uh-huh. Everybody out, and then Sparky takes out the little EMP bomb and like gestures to Captain. Like, I'll come last.
Well, I mean, they're not coming back for a while. We still have some time to check out the computers in peace now.
We
Steal
have
a
the
chair if you want.
information.
You legit, oh my god, the chairs. No, don't bring up the chairs.
You're getting away, without any hiccups at all. Of course I have to tempt you with a comfortable chair.
You have so much
May I
money.
offer
could
you a
literally-
chair in this trying time?
You could literally just buy chairs. You go to a chair warehouse.
But it's not this chair.
Oh my god. Okay, well, Sparky knows what they're doing. They're last out, so what's everyone else up to?
Annie looks to
Uh,
Liam and she's like, "What do you want to do? This is your circus. What's up with you?"
I'd like to forget that the last 10 minutes ever happened.
I have the
and
servers if you would like them.
That sounds like all we really need. We should probably just go. And he's looking at Captain kind of warily.
Captain just turns it and leaves.
Annie mutters under her breath in Liam's general direction, just as baby.
Oh, I'm sure that won't come back to bite Annie at some point in the future. Hey, thanks so much, Hope, for that donation. Let me pull up my coffee page here. Okay, so yeah, Liam's getting out of there. Daisy is also sort of like sidestepping, pressing up against the wall to get around, the puddle area. And ooh, okay. All right, well, actually hold that thought before anyone leaves,
Ma'am?
because Hope just donated $25 for a challenge.
Of course, Hope did. Thank you, Hope.
Oh.
You know what? I welcome it because it was a little too boring. We were getting out
Really?
of here unscathed.
The sleep paralysis demon was a little too boring for you.
Yeah, because we were winning.
Challenge, please. This is too easy for them. So, I think with that, as you're getting ready to leave,
This is where it comes back to bite Annie, isn't it? Please don't
As
hurt
I'm-
my little brother. Instant regret. Please don't hurt him.
No, it's fine. So with a challenge, as I described, it's usually, some new encounter or environmental hazard that comes into play that makes things a lot more difficult.
Oh, great.
As I mentioned, they've been monitoring seismic activity. As you're going to leave, the ground starts to shake. As a Mars quake is happening, there are rocks falling outside, and as you look outside, whoever's like right by the door, I guess it'll probably be the captain. The way you came in, there's a collapse, and rocks close off that route to get out.
Like, how punchable are these rocks?
It will take quite a while to punch and or dig your way through these rocks.
What if somebody with the right tools from the outside, say, like, Seattle?
Seattle.
Does Sparky have bombs?
No, I wish Sparky had bombs.
The one time.
But
It
Seattle
would be nice if we had some grenades, don't you think?
Seattle has bombs.
Yeah. Potentially, yeah. Somebody with, tools or explosives could come in here and get you out.
And as far as we know, there's no other exits, are there?
There was the hatch at the top of the ceiling over by the room with the bunk beds. You don't know where that leads, though.
True.
Just pictured the most terrifying scene, though. These two guys like trying to lay in bed, trying to sleep away the terrors, and then the door opens with the eyes. I lied. Show me the way out.
Before that,
Where does this hatch go?
the ground shaking also.
Yeah.
Lost.
Help, I can't get out.
Or it could be, I'm lost. Could you show me where my mommy is?
Right?
But yeah, the ground shakes for quite a while afterwards. It's like a quick buildup of a seismic activity. There's the collapse, and then it just very slowly fades off. As the quake starts to end, the bunkers are completely safe. Like you don't feel like the ceiling is going to cave in or anything like that. It's just your exit is very blocked.
Do we know if other parts of the cave are blocked? Or is
You
it
do
just... Okay.
It's quite possible, but you're really only able to see the new rock wall where your entry point was.
Right.
Did it knock any of the power out in the building?
It doesn't seem to have.
Okay. I think after their initial panic, Sparky's probably going to go back on one of the computers and maybe look up like a schematic for the bunker, if there is one.
Yeah, do tech engineering, see if you can pull that up.
Fine.
Can any of us assist them?
Yes. That would be a good idea. 24? Yeah. I think collectively you're able to pull up the schematics. It's pretty much just the rooms that you've seen with the little hallways and connectors. There's no other rooms. The only other thing that there is that hatch. And it looks like it's one of those, as you look at the schematics and everything, it's like the doors that you see in public buildings where it's like, an alarm will sound when you open this door. Like, use only in case of emergency type thing. It looks like this is not intended to be used unless absolutely necessary.
Well, I guess we're gonna go disrupt those gentlemen further.
Follow the yellow brick road.
All right.
So Captain's just gonna speak this time and just say, I believe the only way out is currently the hatch. However, we will have to encounter those men again, and they seem to think I am something supernatural.
Cap, you kind of are something supernatural, sort of. So just, I guess, be yourself, maybe. Well, I mean, like yourself, but scary. So
She just turns the eye glow back on.
Sparky just does like a,
Daisy's
That's
also
the
in the room
one.
just going, yep, nightmares for a week. At this point, let's pan over to the ship. Seattle, they've been gone a while. They haven't checked in a while. And there was a Mars quake.
Seattle
do
attempts
anything?
to ping the captain.
It is spotty connection. So it's like if you're doing audio, it's staticky. If like text to speech or something like that, it would be very staticky, intermittent signal type thing. But you are able to connect.
Captain, are you all right?
We are fine. Our exit is blocked. We are seeking a new one. We have found one. We just...
Where are you?
In a secret cave bunker.
Where?
The secret tunnel.
Pete, where?
In a cave not far from the ship. Like, how far did we determine it was?
Like a mile, I think is what it was. Something
It
like
should
that.
be pulled
Not
up
super
on the
far.
ship's scans.
took the shuttle.
Why?
Liam wished to explore it, and it seemed to be a good distraction for the crew. They were not doing well emotionally.
Do you need to make? Do you need me to make a new entrance?
Not so far.
Sends a bomb emoji, frog emoji.
Not at this time. Now, did we take the shuttle or did we walk?
I swore we
walked.
took the shuttle. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
No, you walked.
Oh, right, because of the freaking Segway. Yeah.
Yeah.
the Segway.
Daisy wanted to bring the Segway.
It's probably
Also,
broken now.
No, it's fine. It's still on the ship.
Oh, right.
Because, yeah, we told her not to
Right.
take it because it would get stolen.
Because there was no lock on it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Also, you passed like the group of kids that Seth and Liam had found before, and Seth was freaking out. You
Yeah.
had the whole, don't see me, I don't see you.
At this time, we do not require outside assistance, but be on alert. Please.
Does Seattle stay put, or do you head over there, or do you take the shuttle and head over there? What's
I go find all that debt cord that we had.
Okay. There's quite a bit left.
I'm getting the debt cord. I am going to find the doctor. Going to tell the doctor what the fuck is up. Request what sort of medical supplies I should be taking for some sort of cave-in.
I think the doctor probably does something along the lines of like sighing and seeming like really put out, and starting to grab things, and then hears you say, basically, or reads you say, for supplies that you need to take, and goes, "Oh, thank goodness! Yeah, here," and they put together a kit for you. And then go back to whatever they were doing before you walked in.
I was like, yes, somebody needs to stay with the ship.
Yes, stay with the ship. Right, that would be me. Perfect. Yes. Good luck. And they do everything but like literally like motion you to leave.
Strange person. Anyway, so Seattle's prepping, but not going quite yet. He's even making sure he's got extra like supplies for like food in case anybody's going into shock.
Yeah, and the doctor packs like the small air tanks that are the scuba tank that you just like put the whole tank and mask on your mouth, kind of a deal. And some kits for broken bones and things like that.
Probably take him like a couple hours to get everything ready.
Okay. Then during that couple hours, we'll head back into the bunker. So leaving the way you came isn't an option. You know that the emergency hatch is definitely considered for emergencies. Captain, you've got the glowy eyes. Are you heading into the crew quarter area?
Yep. Are people following me?
Yep.
The three kids are following towards the back, but yes, they're following. Is Annie also going in there?
Sure, why not?
All right. When you get into the break room, you can see that the couch, which was kind of up against the wall, has been pulled all the way out. And you can probably guess that that's where Liam and Daisy and Seth were hiding. There's only enough room there really for like one person to lay down behind the couch. So you're probably able to put two and two together and realize that they were like literally sardined one on top of the other behind the couch.
Good for them.
I told you it'd be funny.
For some reason, I really expected them to have hollowed out the couch and were dragging it back into the room.
Same.
Yeah. Don't know
When
why.
would they have had the time to hollow out a couch?
I don't know what Daisy can do.
Yeah, these kids are resourceful. And I've been panicked when I had to hide from my parents.
Wow.
Danny DeVito can do it, they can do it.
Oh my god. Anyways, you pass that, and then you get to the barracks room, the sleeping room where every single light and flashlight in the room are turned on.
Oh.
And
Sorry.
the two of them are on the top bunks, respectively. Blanket over their heads, shaking.
Lisa, I have the most terrible good idea.
I love those.
We peek the door open a teeny bit and I just roll the little EMP bomb in and then we close it.
Okay. Will that affect them? Like,
I don't think the light's out though.
Including the
works.
flashlights, which are on.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, how can we make this scarier? Oh.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and just make a ranged attack roll.
Okay.
Just don't roll a 1, basically.
Okay. Thanks for saying that.
And,
Oh, good.
and on that note, since Sparky is unlucky,
Joke's on you, Raven.
All right.
That was a good call, though, because, wow, that was a 2.
Yeah. Either one's fine. It literally all you have to do is just roll it in. Yeah, you roll it in there, close the door, you hear the noise. And yep, all the lights go off and you hear, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Why is it dark?
Captain has been like secretly like
You are traumatizing these poor guys.
Captain's been like secretly Wikipediaing like horror tropes, like what scares humans.
Okay.
And so she just slowly starts to push the door open again.
Yeah, you hear, was that the door? Are they coming back? Is it back? I'm not looking, you look.
Can I use my android self to essentially play a sound from
Sure.
myself? I would like to make shitty music box music.
Is this the technological singularity? Is this what they meant?
Yes. Welcome to hell.
Jesus Christ.
All jump scares.
Captain's just being mean now. I know that I was the one who suggested murder, but that's a one and done. You're dragging it out.
To be fair, she's Black Ops. Does Black Ops ever do anything one and done?
Today on Animus Absentis, Captain discovers she's a sadist.
I better not see Captain spidering on the roof in the fucking ship after this. I swear. What have we made?
I need a speech or art roll, whichever you'd prefer, to make this music.
We'll go with speech. Let's see.
Hope the purpose of this is actually anticipatory discipline for the crew.
29.
Yeah, you make the crappy, very tinny sounding, crackly music box noise. You know, the super spooky, scary kind.
Spooky, scary skeletons. Just kidding.
Can it be that, but music version, like music box version?
That, but in minor key.
Yeah, there you go.
Technically, it is in minor key, I think.
Oh god. I just rolled a 3 and an 8.
Just slow it down.
Slow it down, like warp it a little bit. Make it music box version.
Audio distortion, my greatest fear. That's gonna get them, I promise you.
You hear like a shuffle, flailing, like a yelp from both of them, and then as they both fall out of the bed. The top bunk of the bed onto the floor.
Captain's gonna just basically like message the crew saying like, open the hatch, I can't reach it. I'm short.
So is Sparky. We need Annie.
Somebody climb on somebody else. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Annie got you covered. She's the tall bean.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody.
So, alright, so, Annie, as you climb up to the hatch, it's got a keypad on it. It needs a key code to open it.
Of course it does. She sends a message to Captain and says, in your really creepy voice, ask them what the key code is.
Do I need to roll for this again?
Yeah, roll Daunt with advantage.
Let's see here.
We were going to leave peaceably. We were just going to go out the door.
But because of my haunted wrath, I caused an earthquake.
You can't see her right now because it's dark, but Annie has the biggest grin on her face.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh.
But with advantage, it comes out to 20. But I still rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
So does that mean I just sound like
Was the 29 the your first roll? Because advantage is just you roll twice and take the better of the two results.
Oh, okay. Never mind. No, I didn't roll twice. I misunderstood.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
So
you're
nat
good.
1, and then fuck it, yeah. 16.
So 16.
At least
Okay.
it wasn't another nat 1. It's
Does a
fine.
quick-
I know, right?
Blue screen of death, like. "Duh."
I was gonna say no, a super soothing voice like Morgan Freeman's comes out. Like,
If you could just tell us the voice.
I don't know if that'd be better or worse. Like this Marvin Gaye, like smooth R&B voice comes out.
No, you know what
Actually,
comes
we're gonna
out.
go with
You know what comes out? The actual true to no distortions, nothing. I love you. You love me.
No.
What about the IBM
Muppet
computer
Jail with you.
singing Daisy?
Oh god, no. I've got it. I've got it. I gotta figure it out. So, your intention is to ask for the code and the creepy child voice.
Yes.
But what comes out is, hey, what's the code for the door over there? They're just like, what the fuck? Is this like a... What?
I am
they're very
Legion, we are
confused,
many.
and
I don't know.
There are many, and one of us is Irish. But yeah, they're now confused and scared. Slightly less scared. But one of them peeks up from the edge of the bed and sees you, and is like, "No, it's still the creepy thing. I don't know why it's Irish now." But they're not telling you anything because they didn't understand you.
Okay, can I try again?
Yes, you can.
Daunt again?
Yeah.
33.
Much better. Are you still going for creepy child, or would you like to do a different sound?
No, I would like to go full-blown deep voice demonic and angry.
Okay.
Like, how dare you misunderstand me the first time? I was quite clear.
Yeah, they're back
Satan
to
himself has emerged from the pits of Mars.
Basically.
It's of Ireland.
It's of Ireland.
Oh damn, I got a nat 20 on one of them. One of them, I'm gonna say it's the unnamed one so far. Defines his wits. And stands his ground a little bit and is like, wait a minute. What? I don't believe in ghosts and things, and he's trying to make himself a little bit more
Can Sparky just cock their gun in the shadows?
sure.
Okay.
Why are we on the same wavelength? I was gonna say
Right.
Annie's gonna shoot her gun at the ceiling or something. Like,
I was gonna say Captain's gonna extend her blades and have the light catch them.
You can. I need everybody that's doing something intimidating to make another daunt roll, but before
Cool.
that happens,
What does Pizzy Tom do?
His name, oh my god!
it is now apparently. This poor guy can't get a break. I rolled a 4. He managed
Oh,
to pull the whole bunk bed down on top of him.
Thomas,
And-
what are you doing? Oh,
I
that,
don't
it's all that.
We can't adopt this one. No.
No.
It's all that. It's all that piss making him slippery.
This guy's
I
having
hate that
the worst
sentence
day.
so much. I hate that sentence so much.
So he pulls the bunk bed over, which startles out the other guy, who's, starting to get aggressive, stanced, and, talk back, but then hears the bunk bed clatter, and before you even have to cock your guns, you rolled a 2, and is back to being absolutely terrified, and cowering in the corner, just saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't understand the first time. You had a weird accent, I'm sorry."
That's a good piss boy.
What did you want to know? This is the other guy.
Explaining this to your boss.
Right?
How do you write this up?
I believe it's Mars is haunted, I quit.
Yeah.
Also,
Good
don't
luck.
pair me with Kissy Tom.
I'm going back to Earth and rethinking my life.
So you know how you associate certain actions with traumatic events? What if every time he has to take a piss, he takes PTSD flashbacks?
That would be so horrible.
I feel so
Oh,
bad
no.
for him.
Or anytime he sees a stoplight.
This is gonna get really interesting. Let me get the timer out. So Michael redeemed 20,000 gold coins to have Jade I swap places for 5 minutes.
Oh my god, Jay is
doing
ready.
warm-up stretches. God.
All right. You ready for this? All right. And go. You're the
So
GM
Pissy
for
Tom
5
is stuck underneath the bunk bed, whereas Supple Jim is kind of crumpled underneath the mattresses right now. So, you're all standing there in shadow. The light's kind of coming in. They can't see you. You're all silhouetted. What do you do? They're just lying on the ground like, I don't know. I didn't know what you wanted, but I couldn't understand you the first time.
I think Sparky's going to, at this point, now that everything's happened, finally get the chance to cock that gun.
Okay. Roll me a dot with advantage, because these boys are something fierce scared.
Where is Sparky's character?
That's a good question.
I'm not Daisy anymore. Change that to Sparky. There we go. Okay. Daunt with advantage. That's a 22 and a 12. So
I was
we'll
going to
take
say,
the
why do you
22.
get the good rolls? Okay, yeah, 22. Yeah, they don't, there's no more liquids involved, but they both kind of go stock still underneath the bunk beds. And
okay. And I think so. Sparky's gonna do that. Point the gun at Supple Jim. Was that his name?
Yep.
And say the code now, in Sparky's assassin voice.
Yeah, the cartel voice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 573310.
Annie punches that in from where she is.
Okay. Pops open.
She's trying not to laugh either.
It's kind of like one of those emergency doors where like the little charges will blow the sides of it off. So kind of instead of the whole thing flopping open, it goes poof, and then the hatch just kind of swings open. And there's a little ladder that kind of chunks down into the bunk. It's very much not everything's nice and calm. It's like, okay, get the fuck out kind of hatch is how I see it. And Supple Jim's eyes are wide because he's clearly never opened this hatch. What do you do?
Captain asks, will this alert anyone?
I mean, they told us it would, but they didn't tell us who. So, I mean, my boss might ask, but and he kind of just like he clams up.
Annie pops her head out the emergency hatch to see if there's anything immediately in the surroundings.
Okay.
I'm sending you something real quick.
Okay, cool. I was like, I want to know where you're going with this. I don't want to ruin plans.
I'm giving you very, very general details. Feel free to go ham with whatever you want.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Thank you. Cool. Okay. So yeah, the tunnel goes on a little ways, probably like a good 20, 30 feet up the ladder. And then you can see there's another kind of, it's in the darkness, so it's hard to say, but you see like a couple little lights at the very top, and it looks like another hatch. So what do you do?
Captain, should we do we want to go all the way up there? Should we wait for Seattle, or because doesn't look like it's just going to the top of the hill here and we just pop out into the open. This looks like some sort of building or something.
We do not know how far Seattle is, or where Seattle is.
Okay, that's fair.
I guess she would quickly message Seattle and say, "What is your ETA?"
Seattle, you get a message saying, "What's your ETA?"
Yeah. You told me to be ready to go when you needed me.
Do you have the location of the cave?
Yes.
This seems to attach to some kind of corporate building. Can you see that?
Raven, can I see that?
Like on the ship scanner or something?
That is up to GMJ here right now.
I would say you see something. It doesn't look quite like a building, but it does look like a very large thing. It's very hard to tell on the where you are on the scanner.
There's a large thing.
Yeah, it doesn't look quite like a rock, but it looks like it could be a rock. It's one of those things like,
It might be a rock.
Yeah, it's very indistinct and kind of could be a building or a rock. Tough to say.
I do not believe it is a rock. Please come to that.
Bringing the shuttle.
I think the last thing I'm going to do before we swap back, Sparky's going to look to the captain and say, "So, I mean, they're pretty scared, but that'll wear off eventually. Should we tie them up? Because probably don't want them, coming after us."
Annie pops back down from where she's looking through this hatch, and she goes, "Or maybe we should kill them."
Is that loud? Like Sparky's speaking really softly so that they can't hear them.
Oh yeah, no, she says it loudly,
Okay.
in their direction.
I love the
Then with
Halloween
that,
voice.
I think I'm going to swap back. That's our 5 minutes.
Cool.
And tell you what their reaction is. So they hear that, and you only hear one of them, which means maybe the other one's passed out. But supple Jim just goes, "Oh God, no!" and is sobbing openly.
I've been sitting on Supple Jim since we were like, "Does the other guy have a name yet?" I was like, "Oh, I've got one."
Oh my God.
In my head, I call him something.
Easy Tom and Supple Jim.
My goodness. All right. So do you tie them up? What do you do with them?
Annie does in fact not actually kill them.
There were bed
Thank
sheets,
you.
right?
They're what?
There were bed sheets.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah,
Including
Sparky will
some
go
clean
in.
ones.
Oh, good. Sparky will get the clean ones, and kind of toss one to Annie and be like, "Come on, like we're gonna tie them up." And then Sparky will tie one of them up. Sparky is picking Supple Jim, by the way.
Okay.
What, you don't want to touch?
You can, you can finish that there. That's, yep.
Yeah.
The answer's no.
Annie, seeing what you have done,
I can't believe you've done this.
yeah, oh fuck, I can't believe you've done
I
this.
can't believe you've done this.
I love that.
Seeing that you have specifically given her this one, she tosses the bed sheet to Seth and motions. Go ahead, time up.
Seth in turn tosses it to Liam and goes, "Hey, this is your show." And Daisy gives Seth a look of like, "I'm so proud right now."
Annie slowly walks to Liam, takes the bed sheet from him, gives him a little ruffle on the hair, and hands it back to Seth.
Redheaded stepchild. Wow.
Wow.
Captain's just staring at this like, what if you just do it?
Roll anything for tying up Raven?
No. This
Okay.
they're not going to give you any trouble.
These guys are practically comatose as is, I think.
Yeah. Seth looks at Liam though, and just goes, "This is only because I'm still worried about her cutting off toes in the middle of the night." And then goes to tie the other guy up.
Forgot about that.
That
Comes
gets a little
back.
chuckle from Annie.
Ties him up, then comes back, and as soon as Liam's back is turned, he just wipes his hand on the back of Liam's shirt.
I love these guys so much.
Right?
These are the best boys. Annie, your dumbasses are delivered.
And yeah,
Your
I
sweet,
think
sweet
with
boys.
I think that kind of ties things up nicely for the break. Not sorry for that pun.
You never are.
There's that one or two times. Not really. We're gonna go
Sorry
on a
means
break.
you won't do it again, Raven.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Anyways, we're gonna go on a break. We're gonna take a 15-minute little break here, so you can all stretch your legs, go hydrate, grab snacks, do all that good stuff. But be back in 15 minutes, because we'll find out what the heck this building is, and hopefully rescue everyone without having to traumatize too many more people. So we'll be right back. And we're back. With our two people who've been having just the most awful day, tied up, and everything, you're able to go up this ladder, should you so choose. Are you taking that server with you, or leaving it here?
I mean,
I'm taking it with me.
I was going to say, I don't know who's carrying it, but we should take it.
Okay. Do you go up the ladder? Who goes first? What's your plan here?
I think Annie's pretty much already there, so she's probably up first.
Okay. Who is right after Annie?
Sparky will go second. Yeah.
Okay.
Captain's probably going to go last.
Okay.
So whoever wants to go.
So it'll be Annie, Sparky, Liam, Daisy, Seth, and then the captain. So Annie, when you get up to the next hatch, it also has a keypad. Do you punch in the same code as the one from before, or try to do something else, or how do you want to approach this?
Yeah, let's try the same code first. It's probably
Okay.
not going to be the same code, but she figures might as well try it anyway.
Sure. It actually works.
Oh. Wow,
It is the
something's
same-
easy for once? Okay, so what's going to happen?
I love how you phrased that. Like, oh, this was easy, so something horrible's next. This hatch opens outward, so instead of it dropping down, you just push it up. And when you push it up, there is a dimly lit room on the other side. Do you poke your head up and look around? If so, do you do so cautiously? How do you approach
Yes.
the new opening?
We are stealthing. We are stealthing here. Just hop up and look around first before actually coming up the hatch.
Okay, give me a blend in roll.
Blend in. Let me see. Blend in is, ooh, I have a 12 in that. And I also have charisma, so if it turns out shitty, I can reroll it.
Nice.
So right off the bat, I rolled a dirty 20. Should I reroll? Or does that
20's,
suffice?
20's fine. You're
Okay.
able to poke your head up pretty quietly, and you can see that there's nobody actually in the room. There is a security camera that's sort of panning back and forth, but this particular spot seems to be a blind spot for it. The room that you're in looks like just a really big storage room. There's like boxes of paper reams. There's like boxes of pens and staplers and basic office supplies. There's a few like phones, not hooked up phones, but like desk phones that are on a shelf, just sort of sitting there collecting dust. And a door that looks like it goes to a closet. A little hard to see in the dim light, but it looks like it might be a janitorial closet or something like that.
So has Annie pushed the whole hatch over, or is she just pushing it up enough to look around?
It's up to you. Either would be fine. It won't change anything that just happened.
Okay, I would say that she's probably only holding it up as far as she needs to. So seeing that camera, she lowers the hatch back down as she kind of like ducks back in, and then turns to everybody and just lets them know that the camera is there, so that if they want to potentially like go according to the blind spots, everybody is aware that it is there, so that we can kind of like one at a time wait for that opportunity.
Okay.
And then she will lift the hatch slowly again. I would say this time she pushes it all the way open and tries to like very quietly set the hatch so that it doesn't just clang over.
Okay. Sorry, I just saw the GIF you sent in Zoom chat. Yeah, you're able to do that. Get out, gently close it. You're still in that blind spot. No issues. Is there anything that you would like to try to perceive from here, or are you waiting for everybody else to get up before you do anything?
What she saw from her position under the hatch, was that all there was to see? Like, could she see the full room itself, or were there spots that she wasn't able to?
That's pretty much all you were able to see, but you could like smell for things or listen for things if you wanted to, stuff like that.
She'll probably, yeah, if she can see if there's anything to hear while the others are coming through.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll hearing.
Oh, I think it's time for new dice. It's a 13.
13? Yeah, you don't hear anything at all. It's just white noise right now. So next in line was Sparky. Do you head up? You hanging out on the ladder?
So. Yeah, if Sparky was, or if Annie was giving us the heads up that it's okay to go in, just avoid the spot where the camera is, then Sparky would head up, but be as kind of stealthy as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. And scope out a good hiding place should what literally just happened like 20 minutes ago happen again.
As you head up, you see the same thing that I described. There's not really a good hiding spot. The camera is so if you're on the back wall, the camera's on the left wall, and you notice that this is a blind spot. And you and Annie both, since you've at this point, Annie, you've been able to see it kind of go back and forth. It seems to stop at a point before it gets to this this area, like by design almost. Like Sparky, you'd probably notice this as well. That it seems designed to not cover this hatch. But in terms of like where you could move, in terms of where you could move to potentially get by this camera, like you could wait for it to look left and then just scoot along the wall that it's on, so that it doesn't see you. Like you can very easily see a path to get through here without being in the camera.
Or Daisy could hack it.
Potentially, yeah.
I'm sorry, my brain went full payday on that camera. I was like, just get underneath it and hack it. It's fine. Yeah, I think Sparky would just kind of motion to the rest of the crew, like get up, but there's a camera.
Okay. The three kids climb out. They're not quite as quiet as the rest of you, but they do a decent job of being quiet. And then that just leaves Captain.
Is there any indication that the camera picks up sound as well, or is it just video?
You're not sure. It's you could like take a closer look at it if you wanted to, like slide up right underneath of it and inspect it if you want.
Yeah, I think she would do that. Yeah, try to get a little bit closer just to see if there's any specifics that she can get from it.
Okay. Yeah, do an engineering tech.
Ooh, look at that. I switched back to my Annie dice instead of using Mira. And that was a nat 20. And I have a 21. So that's a 51.
Nice. You know everything there is to know about this particular model. It does not pick up audio. You know the frame rate, resolution, who makes it, where it's made. Anything you want to know about this camera, you just know.
Sweet. Right, yeah, she was just wondering if it picked up sound. So she communicates to the rest of them that, don't go shouting. But this type of camera doesn't actually pick up audio. So if you happen to bump into something and make a little bit of noise, the camera is not what we need to worry about. It does, however, still see things, so just be careful.
Daisy just gives you a thumbs up. I'm assuming the captain joins everybody up in this room?
Yes, and pulls up the hatch ladder to
Okay.
remove access.
Okay. That works. Yeah, nothing changes in the room. You're all able to investigate certain things if you want to.
You said it was kind of a storage room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there only one door out of here? Is there multiple?
Yeah, there's like some stairs that you can see.
Okay.
They're kind of next to that janitorial closet door. And the stairs seem to go up. And that seems to be the only exit out of here. Unless the closet isn't actually a closet, which is something that you could check out potentially as well. But
Stop!
It's all an escape room. Would going to the staircase, would I have to cross in between like where the camera's vision is?
Yeah, you'd have to time it. It wouldn't be too hard.
Okay.
But
well, we also know Sparky, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say not ones are a
Sparky
thing.
is very unlucky.
No, we've already done that.
Sometimes.
We already had that.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
It's twice.
Okay. Is it twice?
It's,
I thought it was
it's twice
once.
per session.
You've never done it to me twice. That
Yeah,
makes
I've just been
sense.
really
All right.
nice.
Well, you shouldn't have been.
I was gonna
okay.
say she's never had to. We've just done it to ourselves.
That is valid.
I've never felt a need.
Yeah, valid. You know what? Yeah, if everyone else is okay with it, Sparky would run this by the crew, kind of over text message.
I'm gonna double check, just make sure I'm not mixing up like something from first version that didn't carry over to second edition.
But I think you might be right. I think it's two. But regardless, Sparky would message the rest of the crew just saying, "Hey, is it okay if I go inspect the staircase? I'll try not to get caught by the camera."
Seattle will reply with what staircase?
Sparky says, "Oops, wrong chat," and then sends it again to everyone but Seattle, and then sends Seattle a message like, "Are you coming to get us?"
Oh my god.
Dad,
Yes.
come pick us up. There's beer here.
Dad, I'm scared. Pissy Tom won't stop talking to me.
Oh my god.
Are there any sinks nearby?
There are not.
Why?
Well,
Though there might-
Seth
there-
might like to wash his hands. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's very thoughtful.
That is very thoughtful. Weirdly, because it's Seth.
There might be one in that closet, but
Oh yeah.
there's
could
not
be a
one that
swamp
you can see
sink.
here.
Yeah.
I just have this mental image of you continually pushing us towards this janitor's closet, and us finally going and opening the door, and there's just like, I don't know, somebody. There's Rip inside, like, haha, gotcha, motherfuckers! Like,
I'm a janitor now. What's up?
Oh my god.
I get a clean sweep of this place.
Okay, yeah, I did confirm it is still twice in second edition as well. It's twice per session.
Is everyone
We're
okay
unlucky.
with me running in front of the thing?
yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
just don't be unlucky. That's all.
Cool. Raven, don't let me be unlucky, I guess. What would you like me to roll?
Nimbleness, because you're just
Okay.
having to skedaddle. While the camera's out of the way. 22. Yeah, you're fine. You said you go into the closet door or the stairs?
To the staircase, yeah.
Okay. So you pass the janitor closet door, and you get to the stairs.
Mhm.
They're normal stairs. They're like office building stairs.
Mm-hmm.
But you try to step on the stairs, and they're actually a mimic.
Yep, and they eat you whole.
Turns into a slide.
That is the weirdest mimic I've ever heard of. Stan's mimic.
My brain.
Can I check out the janitor's
Right.
closet?
Sure. I was gonna say the stairs mimic. It just stares you down. But yeah, they kind of they're the kind that go up a little bit and then it's like a spiral staircase that's not actually round. It's like angled.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And it only goes up like one floor, and you can like peek your head around. You
It's
can see
like
that
a
there's
half basement step almost.
yeah,
Just
you kind of like that.
Yeah.
There's a door up there. It looks like an office building door.
Yeah, Sparky will go up and just crack that open a little tick and have a peek.
Okay. I'll pause there because Annie, you said you're checking out the janitor closet door, right?
You keep mentioning it. I want to know if there's something of value in there or if it's just a janitor's closet.
Okay. Yeah. I need a nimbleness roll to avoid the camera. An upstanding citizen. That's great.
Nimbleness, dirty 20.
Yeah, you're able to avoid the camera. It moves pretty slow, so it's not too hard. And you get to this, seemingly it's a janitor's closet door, and I'm assuming you open it.
Can I hear anything from inside at first?
We'll roll hearing. We'll find out.
Wow, that's a nat one. I've suddenly gone deaf.
Oh no!
Door clangs shut.
Let's see how bad it is. I rolled a 2, so it's pretty bad. It's a bad nat one. You go to put your ear up against the door, and it's not latched all the way, so you just fall into the room. There's a loud clatter, and you are now like, everything kind of goes black as you're falling, and things are clattering and collapsing down on top of you and things like that. So you're not entirely sure right off the bat, but you feel wet on like your head and torso, and something.
Did I fall into a mop bucket or something?
I was gonna say something very wet and noodly all over your face.
Yeah, I fell into a mop bucket, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. There's a mop on your face.
So Annie removes the mop from her face. Just listens very intently for a moment to see if anybody is coming to kill them now. I assume she does not hear that because I rolled in that one anyway, so I don't think it really matters if she hears it or not. But she waits a second and then raises her voice just enough that hopefully everybody can hear her properly. And she goes, "Well, it's a good thing that camera can't hear anything."
You do hear something. It is the stifled laughter of Daisy, Seth, and Liam as they are watching this.
Annie, her voice becoming a little more steely, is just like, "You fuckers are on thin ice. I would watch who you're laughing at if I were you."
All I could picture, I know you took the mop off, but all I could picture is Annie, like, crumpled in a janitor's closet with a mop on her head. You fuckers better watch who you're talking to. You're on thin ice.
And then you just hear Liam, like, clean up on aisle 7. And more giggling.
Sparky's gonna text down, like, "Is everyone okay? What happened?"
Annie from inside the janitor's closet is like, "Listen, I don't remember having siblings, and as a result, don't remember what sort of sibling code there is. However, I do believe, from my knowledge of other siblings, that I am legally allowed to beat the shit out of you if you don't stop that right now, you little shit." She like stands up and tries to like wring herself out.
While you're doing that, Seth, okay, good. Rolled well. Hurries over to the door and closes it, like slips inside the janitor closet and closes the door right before the camera's about to pan back to the door. And tries to help you, although it's now very dark because the door is closed.
Watch yourself, buddy. This ain't no 7 minutes in heaven. You got it? She doesn't actually say that. That's me being an idiot.
Okay.
She doesn't say that. Yeah, no, she tries to be very quiet.
You're fine. Yeah. Once you're, you've collected yourself, and Seth does find the light switch eventually. It's a janitor's closet. There is a mop sink in there, but it's mostly just like a couple of like stand-up shelves. Like you put them together and put them on the floor, and it's got like 3 or 4 shelves, just full of cleaning stuff. That's all that's there. Pausing there for a moment, going back to Sparky. So you cracked that door, and you wanted to look and see what was there, right?
Yeah, just have a peek and see what's going on.
It looks like a hallway, like an office building hallway.
Okay.
As you peek down, you can see, looks like there's probably an elevator down there. You're seeing it from a very, side angle, so it's hard to tell exactly, but pretty sure that's an elevator.
Okay.
There's a couple of like offices or something. And that's about all you see. It's very sterile colors and lighting and things like that.
Okay. Are there any markers on the wall? Any signs?
Yeah, there's some signs on the wall further down, but you can't read them from here.
Okay. Yeah, Sparky will just message back like, there's an elevator down the hall, some offices. Do they look inhabited from here, or is it easy to, like, do they have any glass on them?
No, they don't.
Okay.
It's just a plain office door, no windows or anything. The lights are on though, so.
Okay, Sparky will also mention that. There's an elevator down the way, might be people down here. Plan, question mark?
Are there more cameras?
Are there more cameras?
You did not see any in the hallway, no.
None that I see, but I think it's reasonable to say that cameras will be the least of our worries once we meet someone.
And we don't know what floor we're on. I mean, we're probably in some kind of basement or the ground floor.
Right, but still, yeah.
Or you could be in the sub-basement.
I guess if we... In most buildings, isn't there usually like some kind of like building map or guide for people near an elevator?
Yeah, usually.
And you said there are signs on the walls further down?
Mm-hmm.
Can we go check to see if there is one?
Sure. Just anybody that's going to the stairs, I need a nimbleness roll.
I was gonna say,
Make sure you don't go in front of the camera.
Sparky can go down and check them out.
$22.
Yeah, you're good.
Yay.
Can Seth and I hear these people leaving?
Probably.
Okay, Annie shoots them a quick message and is like, can at least one person just wait so that you can tell us when it's safe to like pop out and run back across so that we don't have to open the door and guess.
Yeah,
Excuse me. Yeah, Liam.
Oh, okay, you got it.
I was gonna say, Liam stays in the blind spot and like pings you when it's okay to go. And yeah, I'm just gonna say everybody makes it. It's fine.
Okay. Before Annie comes out, when Liam tells her it's good, she like does her best to like wick away as much of the moisture from the mop bucket as possible. So she like puts her hair up into one singular bun, just so that it's not like dripping into her face. I'm trying to remember if she was wearing layers or not. because that would be really great if she could just shed the wet layers. I don't think she had too many on, though.
I don't think so. You described like 2 from Dark Matter.
Yeah,
Kind
so
of
what I'm
outfit
kind
for
of
this one.
yeah, what I'm kind of imagining is like she's got these high-waisted black pants on, and kind of like a sports bra, and then a kind of like a cropped. I have this mental image of a specific shirt in mind. You know, like the long sleeve, but it's still cropped up. Kind of like that style. So she takes off the cropped long sleeved shirt and uses that to kind of like mop up as much as she can, and like ties it around her waist, and she's like, okay, good to go. Just as long as there's no piss in this water, I guess. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, Seth's giving you this look like doesn't say anything at all, but just kind of gives you a look like is now the right time for all of this? But doesn't say anything. But he does wash his hands in the mop sink.
She gives him a look back, like her eyes widen slightly, and she like moves as if to say, like, what? Like, what are you looking at? I don't want to go out there sopping wet. Like, what are you looking at?
He just shrugs like, nothing.
So yeah, when Liam pings her after that it's good to go, she'll boot it out.
All right. Everybody makes it across just fine, but Liam does slip right on the stairs and kind of like falls up the stairs, hurting himself a little bit, but gets out of the way before the camera swings back around.
And he just snickers at him. Wow, payback is just with these guys, isn't it?
He just looks and goes, I must have slipped on the water you tracked through here.
She doesn't say anything.
Okay.
She looks like she's amused, though.
Cool. You all make it to the door, to the hallway. Do you all go out in the hallway, I'm assuming?
I think Sparky, seeing Captain come up, will kind of give her the signal of like, I'm going to go out and check the signs kind of thing.
She'll just nod.
Okay. So yeah, Sparky will head down
That's
towards
true.
the elevator, towards the signs.
Okay. Yeah, as you get to the signs, you can see the like couple of office buildings, or not buildings, office like room type things.
Mm-hmm.
Just have like numbers and letters on the signs. You know, like A103 or something like that, like a
Right.
like a room number.
Yeah.
Doesn't really say what's in there. The doors don't look like they'd be locked. You could poke your head in there if you wanted to. But aside from that, on the outside, that's really all the information you get from there. By the elevator, though, there is there are a couple signs. There's a fire escape plan on there, which points to the stairs that are on the further down the hallway. And it's also got the name of the building at the top. It's a Mom Sato building. Surprise, surprise. And it's got just shows you floors, but it doesn't necessarily tell you what's on each floor. There are a total of 5 floors to this building. You are currently in the 2nd basement level.
Of course. Okay.
So there's 2 basement levels and 3 above ground.
Yeah, Sparky will message like, there's a fire exit if we want to get out right away, but this is a Mom Sato building.
So an alarm is likely to sound.
I mean, if what the other guy was saying was true, we might already have tripped one.
Could we start a fire?
Yeah, we could.
There's plenty of things to start a fire with in that room.
We don't need to start a fire, though. Why do you want to start a fire, Cap?
It just seems that if we have to trigger an alarm, they'll look for a fire. Not a bunch of people running away from a building.
You're smart, Cap.
I'm a walking computer.
Don't talk down to yourself. You're a wonderful captain. So, sorry, that was more me than Sparky.
I love Sparky and Captain interactions. They're always great.
There's something. So, I guess, yeah, Sparky's gonna start making their way down to the fire escape. And
Okay.
they're going to go kind of quietly and slowly, and they're going to listen kind of at the doors for a minute as they pass them, just to see if anyone is in there.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Okay.
Wait, question. What day is it on Mars?
Oh God.
Let's call it a Wednesday.
What time is it on Mars?
You all came early morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while, so we'll say maybe 1 or 2 p.m. roughly, or the Mars equivalent.
Does Mars adhere to a standard 9 to 5 work day?
Roughly, yes.
Damn it.
On that note, let's pause. Head back over to the ship. Seattle, it has once again been a little bit since the crew has checked in. You got the group message that was like, "Oops, sorry, wrong group." That was about it.
And then Sparky did say, when are you coming to pick us up?
Yeah. I'm assuming you take the shuttle to go pick them up.
Yep. Seattle's been sitting out here waiting for you all outside of this building.
In that case, let me get a sight check for you from outside the building.
Thank you.
Okay. So as you're flying around on the shuttle, you can see that there is a well-paved, pretty wide-set road. Like, it's a 2-lane road, one lane going up, 1 lane going down. But the lanes are wide, and freshly painted, well-maintained. And it goes down to a little bit of a larger city, sort of like on the other side of this sort of mountain range that borders the farm town. And you can see some cars coming and going. And yeah, there's a big parking lot, like a grocery store or department store size big parking lot outside with a lot of cars, like the street lights that you see in parking lots, dotting here and there. Big glass doors on the front of the building and windows, and a big Mom Sato logo up at the top, complete with the tagline of we mother our crops. Really disgustingly corporate tagline.
I hate it.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, from all appearances, this looks like a call center from the outside.
Well, that just makes you want to burn it down more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he parks in the parking lot.
Okay. The shuttle looks very out of place amongst
Oh,
all
yeah.
of these, hover cars and things like that.
All right, we believe in public transit. Jeez.
Do you park close to the doors, close to the back? Like where in the parking lot do you park?
In a clearer spot closer to the doors.
Okay. There's a couple of visitors parking spots. The shuttle would take up 2 of these parking spots.
He needs to take up a couple of visitor spots.
Okay. After probably 15 minutes or so, there is a guy that comes out of the front room, or the front door rather. Kind of looks like, Seattle wouldn't recognize this because you weren't down there, but just for everybody's benefit, dressed very similar to Supple Jim. Same type of shirt and pants and boots, but this one actually does have Mom Sato patches and things like that on it. Clearly security. And he comes to the shuttle, and there's just tap on the door to the shuttle.
Seattle opens to talk to him. Very casual.
And he's doing the like classic kind of asshole cop kind of stance. The hands on the hips, looking around at things. Just smarmy as all get out.
Seattle's doing the I am a gay slut pose.
Okay. For the moment,
Like
at least,
how
he seems-
slutty.
Amazing. He seems, for the moment, unaffected. Or at least if he is affected, he's not showing it very much. But he starts looking inside, like, past you. Says,
There's
what's your
like
business
some
here?
medical supplies, but that's about it.
Okay. So yeah, he just like, are you waiting for somebody? We don't usually. This isn't really a landing pad. This is a parking lot. So.
I'll be
He
fascinated to know if
nods.
this cop can like speak sign language.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Seattle just starts signing at him. See if he even understands what Seattle's saying.
Of course not. This guy just screams asshole. So no. So he's like, yeah, sorry, I don't understand.
He sighs deeply and he pulls out a whiteboard
Okay.
with a dry erase marker.
And proceeds to draw a dick on it. Oh.
He proceeds to draw a cave, rope, and then wiggly lines. And a bunch of people. One with a like stick figures. One with a captain's hat.
This guy just stares at the board for a solid like 10 seconds. Then looks at you, then looks back to the board, then looks back at you. Before holding up a finger, turning around and getting a radio, and says, yeah, do we have anybody that speaks sign in the building? I'm gonna need some help. And just sort of wanders back inside. Just kind of ignores you at this point.
That's fine. That works for me.
All right. So are you basically
Seattle's
sort of-
secret weapon.
Yep. Is Seattle just gonna wait there at this point then?
Yep. He's
Okay.
not planning on like doing shit until he hears back from Captain, which he is messaging like, Captain Security's getting pissy at me for being in the parking lot.
We're starting a fire. Stand by.
Yes.
Thumbs up, frog, thumbs up.
This is my life now.
Yep. Oops, all comrades.
Oops, corporate terrorism.
All right. Then we'll hop back to the group. You're at the elevator, talking about burning it down.
You said that there's supplies in the sub-basement to do so?
Oh, there's all sorts of cleaning solutions and alcohol and paper. So much paper. There's boxes of reams of paper, so.
So Captain's gonna message the rest of the group and say, we're starting a fire. So we can use the emergency exit, and we are not the first things that are going to be looked for.
I'm flabbergasted. Sparky's probably just like, yeah, that checks out, and then goes down into the sub basement to start getting paper.
Okay. I do need another nimbleness check because you're going by the camera.
That is okay, because if they find out who made the fire, we're not even going to be on this planet. It's a 22.
Getting close to the end. I'm gonna use that second unlucky on you here.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. That was a 10, so 19.
19. Okay. Still good enough. Are you trying to get into the closet where the cleaning stuff is, or are you going to the paper?
The paper. Probably the paper first, and then we can get the other stuff afterwards.
Okay. Then
I think actually what Sparky would try to do is when there's that blind spot between, because I'm assuming the paper's on the other side of the camera. Is that right?
it's sort of like in the middle of the room.
Okay.
So like you could potentially get to the paper and pick it up while the camera's panning back, and it won't necessarily see your face, but it will see that somebody's standing there.
Okay. I think Sparky instead will try to go to the paper and then like push it to the stairwell before the camera comes back.
Okay.
Like, stay hidden where they are, but just push like a box or two of paper that way.
Gotcha. Give me a might roll just to see if you
God.
shove it fast enough to time all
Don't
that
even
right
need the
without
lucky on this. 15.
15.
Oh.
It stops like a few feet away from the stairs. It's like halfway to where you wanted it to be.
Oh, good. Okay.
Camera's starting to pan back around. Do you want to get completely out of sight, or try to push that box the rest of the way in time? Or
I've watched cameras. If I was watching cameras all day, I probably wouldn't blink an eye in the first few minutes of a box being out of place. Because it's like one camera out of how many in this build. It's probably fine. Sparky just gets out of the sight.
okay. Yeah, you're able to do so.
Okay.
Camera does its thing. Would you like to now try to get it the rest of the way?
I think actually Sparky, while they're hiding, would message like Seth or Daisy or someone to come down and give them a damn hand.
Okay. Yeah. The three kids and you can form like a assembly line, basically.
Cool.
And yeah, you're able to start getting paper out of the way.
Okay.
Is Annie down with this fire plan? Like,
If that is what you desire, then she is not going to say anything to the contrary. You do what you do.
okay.
Fire is fine with her. She made jokes about killing people. I don't
Yeah.
think she's against starting a fire.
Okay,
And
just
also-
checking.
Also, the logic was solid, so
Yeah.
it works. It's fine.
Okay. You've got several reams of paper out of the way of the camera now.
Cool.
How do you
So-
want to start it?
Sparky's gonna go into the janitor's closet and then message Captain like, "Hey, do you have any idea how we could start a fire with any of these?" And just like send a picture.
There's tons of stuff. There's like chrome cleaner, which is an aerosol, which is also super flammable. You've got your standard stuff like Windex, bleach, space pine sol, all that stuff. But there's some alcohol-based cleaners as well. Also super flammable.
She would message back not to mix anything with chlorine and bleach,
Okay.
but that anything else in there would, with any kind of spark, would go up nicely.
Spark. Don't know why I felt the need to say that. So yeah, what Sparky's gonna do with those is maybe just while the camera's doing the pan, try to like toss it.
Okay.
Because I'm being unnecessarily dangerous because this is going too well. That's not the Animus way. So yeah, Sparky will try to toss a few of these like aerosols and containers to the kids.
Okay. I will need a nimbleness check for
Cool.
however many you want to toss.
Let's say 3. Let's live dangerously.
Also, if I could get an education check from Captain or Sparky for some additional information.
Uh-oh. That's not gonna go well.
Let's see here.
All over 20 for nimbleness.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine.
I'm actually really surprised by that.
Said education.
And failing this won't result in anything bad. It's just for more
27.
Okay. And Sparky?
Yeah, I'll do one. Why not?
Ooh.
Nat 20, nice.
Okay.
So 42, yes, you are able to figure this out, Sparky. There are some chemicals in here that if you combine them together in the right proportions, in the right order, will start a chemical fire, not a sparked fire.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was like, there's got to be a way to make a thermal reaction out of these. But I didn't know Sparky knew that.
Which...
I just didn't want to create chlorine gas and kill everyone.
Yeah. Totally
We
fair.
just want a fire day, not a fired day. So I think I would, if I can, I think I would say Sparky is remembering something, just a quick tinkling of like...
yeah. Give me a discipline check.
Okay. That's not going to go well. That's 17.
17?
Mm-hmm.
It's super vague, but yeah, you get the
like
weird
the
sense of deja vu.
flash. Yeah.
Like I've done this before, and like your brain muscle memory, like when you're punching in a phone number.
Yeah, it's
you
like,
can't think of the number, but you know.
Two. Yeah.
Yeah, you just start going through the motions, and somehow you know how to do this.
Okay.
And also you know that this will be a lot harder to figure out for forensics than
oh, good.
than if you just lit a match.
The janitor did it.
It looks less like arson.
I don't know, a pile of paper with a bunch of chemicals on it kind of looks like arson. Especially when they're not in the place they're supposed to be.
I mean, fair, I guess.
But, I mean...
Depends on how much of it's left.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you know what? Actually, here's what we'll do. Sparky's going to motion to the kids and tell them to lay down like a trail of paper into the janitor's closet. And Sparky's going to leave a little pile of the flammable and explosive stuff. That way it maybe does look like an accident, sort of.
Okay.
I just like big booms. That's it. I just want an explosion. We haven't had one.
Okay, that's a 19 and a 20. Okay, yeah. Rolled 19 and a nat 20, so
nice.
They do that just fine. No problem. Cool. Nobody's on the camera. That's sweet. It's all good. So yeah, you're all set. I just need one more nimbleness roll for you to get across to the stairs.
I knew that was coming. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be the one.
It's the last one.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
For now.
Where is the other shoe? There's got to be another shoe.
Yeah, I know, right? Like normally the dice are not this kind.
It is laced securely to our feet.
Yeah,
and it's going to stay there.
Tie your shoe.
So yeah, all that's left is for you to add the final ingredient, and that will start the fire.
Okay, Sparky's gonna look at everyone else like, get ready to run.
The little dialogue that comes up and says, are you sure you want to leave this area? Because you will not be able to come back.
Yeah, exactly. That's Sparky's basically getting the "is everyone okay?" Question out for everyone.
Captain's just gonna stare at them.
That's an answer. Yep.
The kids give you a thumbs up. Daisy and Liam both look really excited about what's about to happen.
Gremlins.
Seth looks sick at his stomach, but
never getting this excited for my bombs.
to be fair, it's not a bomb.
It's fire.
Yeah.
It's a science fire.
Yep. That too.
What's Annie's reaction, if anything, Vanessa?
No, she's totally on board.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Sparky will pour on the last of the chemicals, and kind of one of those like pour it halfway and then just like dump it on top, like don't hold it in case it raises back up into the jug.
Yeah. It takes a minute. It starts to, you can feel heat coming off of it. It starts to smoke a little bit, and then well after your hand's out of the way, it just whoosh.
Nice.
And starts burning. There's not a lot of smoke initially, but it's very hot,
Mm-hmm.
And that paper, the literal paper trail, is starting to burn.
Good. Yeah, Sparky will like pour out one of the reams of paper just kind of around and onto it, just so that keeps it going.
Okay.
And then starts very quickly walking to the fire exits.
All right. Yeah, you're all able to get to the fire exit without much of an issue. Yeah. We have some player concern about the two guards underground now. Too late.
Oops.
Yeah. There's the fire stairs. There's several of them to climb before you get to a door. Assuming you don't go on any side tangents, you get to the door, and it's just like your standard. It's got the bar on the middle that you push to open the door, but on this particular one, it's also got the little thing that says, fire alarm on it. Do you wait for alarms in the building to go off? Or to smell smoke or anything, or do you just go ahead and push it? Not crispy Tom.
I think Sparky would look to Captain. Like, do we wait? Do we go?
Were there any kind of fire alarms in the sub-basement?
Yeah. There's everywhere you look, it's got the standard, like, up to code office building fire alarms in the ceiling. You feel pretty confident it will eventually go off.
Okay. I would say we just go.
Okay, Sparky will, like, because they've turned around to look at Captain, and they'll just kind of, like, when you've got something in your hands and you butt open a door, they're just going to do that and then hold the door open for everyone.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as you hit that door, the alarm starts going off. And it's a typical fire alarm. There's so it's got the ringing, but there's also some like klaxons that come in like on the offbeat kind of a thing. Red lights come on in the hallways. You can hear some commotion coming from the floors above.
Can we hear
pretty
anything
quickly?
In the offices?
Like
The ones on our
downstairs?
floor? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
At this point, you're pretty sure there wasn't anybody in there.
Oh, good.
And then, yeah, the door opens up as you're facing the building. It's the right side of the building towards the back.
Oh, cool.
So there's like some like non-native grass that's been super well watered and taken care of that you can run across to get to the parking lot.
Quick, where's the muster station? We've all been part of this once or twice. I think Sparky's not gonna run. If someone else starts running, they'll run, but for now they're just kind of like doing that brisk walk.
Okay.
Captain is too, and messaging start the ship.
Seattle is starting the ship.
All right. About the time that you're halfway to the shuttle, it's like you're just starting to get to like the sidewalk right at the front of the building. That's when people just start come pouring out of those doors. The front doors, the side doors, not in an orderly fashion. And that's when chaos and confusion starts happening. And yeah, you're able to get to the shuttle.
Please leave. Like once everybody's on the ship, she's just gonna say, "Please."
Seattle's gonna kind of like look at the captain like, "What the fuck is this all about?" But also, yeah, get some the hell out of there.
We started a fire.
I was gonna say, probably at the same time that the captain says this, Daisy looks at you, Seattle, really excited, goes, "We started a fire!"
And you didn't invite me? Seattle looks hurt.
Marky comes up and like lays a hand on Seattle's shoulder, like, we can do it again when we get back to the ship somewhere. I'll show you.
Absolutely not.
Outside the ship, it's... and Sparky will just sit down, like just buckle themselves in, like. Poor pissy Tom.
Guess we're going back to the ship then.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to get back there without much incident at all. You can see people getting in their cars and driving away, and
Everybody's just like, fuck
So they
work.
just decided workday was over. Like, fuck
Pretty
this,
much.
I'm out.
I was on
Building's
Facebook
on
the whole
fire.
day anyway. Like,
yeah, building's on fire. It's day off.
Yeah.
And as you're just getting out of eyesight, you definitely see more smoke coming out of the building, and it looks like a lot of things have. Put it this way: that the fire has escalated.
good. Fuck Monsanto.
Poor Crispy Tom.
Yeah. You will be pissed. I mean, missed. Sorry.
He will be
Seattle's
pissed.
gonna want to know what the heck y'all have been up to.
Before we get to that, just the camera's just gonna pan away for just a minute,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes to the bunker. Tom and Jim end up being fine, relatively. The fire doesn't spread to the bunker. Sometime in the future, they get dug out, and they're okay.
What the hell happened to you two? No,
No.
I want to transfer.
Mars is haunted.
Yeah, Mars. Who started the fire? Creepy doll
Mars is
lady.
haunted.
It
Yeah.
was a doll. It spoke. It was Irish at one point.
It was
It was Mothman.
It was Mothman.
It was Mothman.
Mars Mothman.
Mars
Let's be-
Mothman.
Man.
He's a very special species of Mars moth.
Yes. Where he just looks like a tiny little doll
Yeah.
with glowing red eyes.
The porcelain moth of Mars.
Just like you've heard of lunar moths, right? Like this is the
Oh my
humanoid
God.
satanic cousin of the lunar moth called the Mars
Martian
moth.
And like it gets all warped where like it has wings.
Yeah.
It's 7 feet tall.
It's got knives on its talon, like its arms. Oh my god.
It walks on blades.
Whatever.
It's just got blades for legs.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, we'll head back to the shuttle. Seattle's like, what did you do?
Sabotage? Sparky's gonna look around at the rest of the crew like, I think we did sabotage?
Seattle's like,
Annie
were they cartel?
Annie just nonchalantly looks at Seattle. Is like, why would you assume that we did anything? We're angels.
Points at the burning building.
That is unfortunate, but that doesn't mean we did it.
Sparky's
Well,
gonna give
Captain
like
ha-
this side eye to Annie, like, you fucking serious right now?
Captain's going to just hand the servers over to Daisy and be like, you wanted these.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wanted the chair, but this is good too. I assume we want the information off of this, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. When we get to my room, I'll start pulling stuff off.
Sparky will take Seattle kind of into the cargo bay, and while they're setting up for another fire demonstration somewhere else, not on the ship, they're going to start filling Seattle in on the basics of what happened. They're going to smooth over some of the closer bits. Like where Annie was like, let's just kill them. They're just not going to mention that.
Seattle's not so happy about the let's just kill them aspect of it, but
Oh no,
Yeah.
Sparky doesn't even say that. Like,
oh good.
they just straight up don't even talk about that part. They're like, Annie would kill me if I mentioned it, so maybe no.
Annie
brought
wasn't
up a good-
serious.
No, we don't know that.
Hope brought up a good point, like where Sparky fell out of the chair. Just gloss over that part.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen.
Yeah, no, that's
There was an earthquake, and that alerted them to come out,
for sure.
kind of like condensing some parts.
They chose to hide under the desks
Yep.
just by pure chance.
Yep.
Captain got the
There was no
urge to
choice.
practice parkour. It was inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Spider Cap.
So what
Spider
Seattle's
Cap.
hearing is that Maybe the ship, we shouldn't be supervised, any of us. Or left unsupervised, any of us.
Yeah.
Including the captain.
Probably, yeah. Sparky definitely is like, I didn't think the captain could do any of that stuff. And I'm scared she's gonna keep doing it on the ship. So if you see red eyes in the night, just keep walking.
I'm sorry, Jay, I can't quite hear you.
Oh, just if you see red eyes in the middle of the night, just keep walking.
Next episode's just gonna be FNAF in space.
Seattle turned to the captain and is like, do you want me to make it so you can change them to other colors?
I believe red suits me.
But imagine disco.
She does a quick search through her mind of what the hell disco is. And says, no.
I think Daisy, Daisy's just like on the way to her room, hears this, and the captain go no, and so she just like gently like pats the captain on the shoulder and goes, "Good call." And just walks off to her room.
Disco sandbox therapy, though.
I mean, nothing's stopping the rest of you from doing disco stuff.
It's not the same.
Are you wanting to just like hang Captain from the ceiling and like rotate her or something? Like
Just gonna have you sit in the middle of the bridge and
Just
just
put
your
you on
head spin around like Poltergeist. With
Okay, we went way different routes on that. Jesus.
lovely.
No. My God. All right. Is there anything else that you all would like to do with the remainder of the day?
I think it's time we probably left the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Good call.
I think if anything, Sparky's just going to mention that they got in contact with. Oh, I just forgot her name now. The mining leader that they helped way back.
Yeah.
I'm just looking up her name, but they'll mention that they got in
Something-
time.
Johnson?
It is Sonia Tompkins.
Tompkins.
Yeah, they'll mention that they wanted to help her because the whole rebellion thing is kind of getting squashed, and they kind of made that happen. So Sparky at least.
Captain is going to contact Vacation Grandpa.
Okay.
Seattle's going to start designing things to take out corporate things with.
Alex, I'd like to buy a vowel. Is it O? Is there an O in there?
Maybe.
Okay. How about B?
Ding ding.
Yeah.
Annie's gonna take a shower.
Two
Eddie,
B's.
I was mixing two games there. I don't know why.
Daisy's working on getting the information from the thing. All right. So, with all that out of the way, it sounds like you're getting ready to take off from the planet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just had a fantastic idea.
What is your idea?
Well, I was just thinking, since we're gonna go potentially help those people who we more or less originally freed from the other corporation,
Mm-hmm.
what if in my contacting of Vacation Grandpa, I'm like, so you know the company Monsanto? I have some information that you could use if you are willing to help me.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think what will happen is he's not available for like a call, but you can leave him a message, like an email with that information, and then the next day you'll get a reply back that just says, yes, I could very much work with that. That would be mutually beneficial to have that discussion, and basically just wants to set up a call with you.
Okay.
And unless anybody wants to do anything else, I think that's a good spot to wrap up. So, next week, actually, wait, what is next week? Not next week. On the 20th, that'll be our next episode, because I've got LTUE Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week. So on the 20th, we'll find out what Vacation Grandpa over at Vizco has to say, and see if we can help Miss Tompkins, and see where things go from there. And I'm sure there won't be any negative repercussions from messing with Mom Sato whatsoever. Be fine.
No, Mars is haunted. We didn't do anything.
Forget about it. It's fine.
It was the ghosts.
It was the ghosts, and chemical fires happen from improper storage.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll just get a janitor fired.
Everyone had to redo their women's training.
Actually, I'm sure that's probably going to be the explanation for the other two guys. But like, oh, well, there's fumes coming down the shaft, and it may cause them to hallucinate, and that's what happened. Yep.
Definitely.
And that's also why I'm wet, because there was condensation.
Yes, it's condensation.
It's ammonia-based cleaner. Don't worry about it.
And it all fell in my crotch.
Exactly. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
You got me with that one.
Get me some white vinegar. It'll be fine.
Before we go on a raid and I die laughing, we're gonna let everybody talk about their favorite part, where we can find them, anything else they want to share. Then we're gonna go raid. We've got our raid cry, which is Mars is haunted. Reverse order from how we started. So, Lisa, what was your favorite part? Where can people find you? Is there anything else you want to share? All that good stuff.
Oh god, my favorite part. This whole episode was my favorite part. We just went full horror movie and traumatically scarred a couple people. It's fine. No, I liked the fact that like Captain's supposed to be all terrifying and everything, but then other times she has to like take a break and talk to the people. So I'm imagining like the Wizard of from Wizard of Oz, like behind the curtain, like big scary voice, and the wizard like, what do we do? Pay no attention to the small child.
Give me the access codes.
Yeah, like
Do we know? Okay. Hang on.
yeah, like
Give me the commands for the lights.
yeah, just maybe less Christian Bale. But no, the whole episode was fun, and I just also loved the idea of Annie being like, "We could kill them," like loudly enough for them to hear it.
Yeah.
But no, we just settled on severe psychological scarring, and
Yep. Those poor people.
Captain's experimenting and, collecting
I
data.
fucking loved watching y'all guys tonight. It was really nice. And I have figured out how to make a single piece, square crochet piece, or cube crochet piece. If I do this right, I am going to be able to make one of Econorlax's robots that he draws.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Was there anything else you wanted to share, Lisa?
I'll be here next game.
All right, cool. Alex, what was your favorite part? Where can we find you, and anything else you'd like to share?
The fact that Captain decided to indulge herself finally in things that she enjoys. She enjoys scaring the shit out of people. A lot. This is a
Black
fun.
Ops.
This is fun for her. This was a fun day for Captain. She got to terrify people and burn down a corporate call center / research station.
Excuse me.
Like, dear God, Captain has been such a fucking delight to watch lately.
Thanks. All that was missing is she didn't get to pick wildflowers.
Yep. but we can always do that another day.
Yeah, true.
As where you can find me, back here on Tuesday for Water, and then Wednesday over on Patrick's channel, a Tatrick for Lancer, and generally around on my own Twitter or sometimes on my Twitch at Can Chaos Art, where I stream art and may eventually stream games. Who knows?
Awesome. Vanessa, what was your favorite part? Where can we find you? And anything else you want to share?
Yeah, I'm pretty on par with everybody else. I think just the silliness and kind of the it wasn't like a sense of not caring, but it was more so like, let's just do what we want to do and have fun with it this time. Shout out to Tom and Jim. I hope that they find adequate therapists.
Same.
I hope that eventually they'll be able to go outside alone in the dark and not fear for the Mars Mothman. And I pray that poor Tom does not have PTSD flashbacks every time he needs to take a piss. That would be great for him.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is they're just not going to be able to use the those alarm clocks where it's just like the red digital letter or numbers. Yeah, no,
they'll
those are
no
all
longer
out.
be able to see red light in the dark.
Yeah, no.
Sets them into a tizzy. Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. As for where you can find me next, I will be here next Wednesday, where I am GMing Exodus. And then you can also find me online on my art Twitter, which is at Pepperodraws, and that's Pepper like the candy. And I just posted 2 new pieces today, actually. So hopefully I will get into. Thank you. Hopefully I'll be able to get back into the habit of posting there regularly, so you can take a look at those. Yeah.
Awesome. And yeah, they're really good. Should definitely check those out.
One of them is a shirtless Aizawa, so if you like My Hero Academia, that one's for you.
Or just shirtless people.
Yeah.
Isn't it delightful?
Jay, what was your favorite part? Where can we find you? And anything else you want to share?
Where to begin? Where to end? The whole fucking thing. I think I'm most with Alex on this was getting to see, because at first it was kind of like, oh, Captain just wants us to get out. And then it was Captain going like full gremlin mode, which was, I think, the first time in real memory, at least in this season, that we've seen Captain go more than just kind of by the book, quote unquote, which was amazing. And the fact that she was kind of willing to like play a lot, it was like having an adult along when you have a bunch of kids playing make-believe, and then she's like, fuck this, I'm gonna get on this, like I can do just as well as these kids can, because it's less like she's our mom and more like she's the reluctant babysitter now. She's like, I may as well get some fun in. And that's how it feels anyway, not saying that you are. Other than that, Annie straight up twice saying like, we should probably just murder them. Just nonchalantly, even if she didn't mean it. Sarcasm is sometimes lost on this crew.
That's true.
But I think my favorite part is getting to burn down Mom Sato, because I'm not into them as a company. I mean, I can't say that about any company, but especially Mom Sato. Where you can find me next Tuesday with Water. Tuesday is Mountain Time, 6:00 on this channel, and then you can catch me back here for Animus on the 20th. Is that the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the 11th, 12th, and 13th, I will be at the LTUE Symposium, which is an online event this year, but it's going to be taking up pretty much the whole day. So we won't have any streams on the 11th, the 12th, or the 13th. I am giving presentations over there on streaming and tabletop game design and a bunch of cool stuff like that. So if you have any interest in attending the event, it's just ltue.net. The tickets are a little expensive, but if you're a student, if you've got a student ID or I think like a .edu email, They're only $5, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, and then sorry, was there anything else that you wanted to share?
There is. Stay tuned somewhere, sometime, for a special announcement this month. I won't tell you where or when, but it'll happen. You'll know.
Gonna look everywhere. Gonna look underneath all the rocks and all the cabinets. Just no stone unturned. I'm excited. That just leaves me then. My favorite part, I really enjoyed the challenge from Hope. That made for some really fun things. Gave me a lot more options to play with. I really enjoyed that. So that was amazing. I enjoyed Jay, you GMing for 5 minutes. That was a lot of fun. I always enjoy hearing your descriptions and things like that. It's just great, and it's very fun to try to do Sparky justice. I hated that we couldn't get Seattle in more stuff in this episode, but where we were able to do that, I really enjoyed Seattle's reactions to things. The like,
he's the one now who has to be like, what the hell are you all doing?
yeah.
What do you mean you're setting off bombs without me?
The whiteboard thing was great. The just basically making it more work than the guy wanted to put into harassing you was just great. It is a great way to just stick it to that guy, because I hate guys like that. Everything about that whole location was just like, hey, here's everything we all collectively hate. Let's burn it to the ground. Because it's fantasy. Yeah, I enjoyed that reaction to that. And yeah, Captain Go in full horror movie mode was delightful. And Annie also loosening up a little bit and being like, hey, why don't we just murder them all? Wouldn't that be funny? Jokingly, and then also like the fact that I think, like you're saying, I'm getting the impression that Sparky's not quite sure if it was a joke or not. Which is just hilarious.
Sparky's never sure if Annie's joking, so like it's not different.
Sparky doesn't really get sarcasm.
That's fair. I feel like Seth probably
Which explains why Seattle is Sparky's favorite person.
I think Seth probably was a little confused. Like, I feel like Seth's having a conversation with Liam later that night. Be like, she didn't really mean we were going to murder them, right? But Liam and Daisy, I'm pretty sure, caught on no problem or thought it was funny. But yeah, all of it was just fantastic. It was a really good episode. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I'm sad that we won't be here for next week, but on the 20th we'll be back, and we've definitely got a couple of avenues for some really fun shenanigans to happen.
I vote all of us who normally get together here, we just like get together on Discord and play like a game of For the Queen, just the four of us.
That would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun.
A game of what?
Oh, For the Queen. It's a role-playing game where you basically you pick your character and you introduce yourself by your name, and you basically have to answer questions about what you're doing to help the queen.
You get card prompts that spark the next topic of things that you have to talk about. So it's
Pat made the mistake of getting a bunch of us to play it and thought we'd make it through 16 cards. We made it through 4.
It's pretty great. It's like a collaborative storytelling game more than like a TTRPG.
Gotcha.
Like it's still a TTRPG, but it's more storytelling, less mechanics type stuff. It's fun.
Gotcha. Cool.
Anywho, so yeah, those are my favorite parts. Where you can find me next will be today is Saturday, so it will be Tuesday, GMing Water at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, which is getting into some really, really cool lore stuff that I've been sitting on for ages. that I'm super, super excited about. So definitely come check that out. And then Wednesday we'll have Exodus, and then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be off. But we'll still have those 2 shows next week. Other things to talk about are sponsors. So if you liked the game system that we used tonight, Fundamental RPG 2nd Edition is the system we use for Animus. We also use it for Water. Water has some extra module stuff built into it as well. But yeah, 2nd Edition is available for pre-order at coffee.com/raven/shop. The PDF is just $15 of $14.99. And the paperback version, I can't remember the price on that off the top of my head, but it does include shipping. So definitely go pick that up before it's released. It's coming out at the end of this month, or at the latest, the beginning of March, depending on a couple of production variables that aren't quite locked down yet. But those prices will go up a little bit after the pre-order period's done, so pick those up before the discount goes away. And then Intrepid, which is adventure gear for real life. It's got tabletop and adventure themed items for athletic wear, outdoors wear, and casual wear, as well as accessories like water bottles, travel mugs, mouse pads, that sort of thing. It's pretty cool stuff. I designed all of those myself. So you can check those out at the same place. Just look for Intrepid instead of Fundamental. It's all in the same store. And then also check out our past episodes and previous shows over on the Fantasy Network. I think the content as of today, which is February 6th, 2021, it's not quite up there yet, so we're still working on getting videos uploaded and links put in and everything, but that should be on there very soon. So definitely go check it out, though. Bookmark it and check out the other cool shows on there. There's a ton of amazing content on that website. So definitely check that out. And again, our raid cry is Mars is Haunted. We're going to go raid, just making sure they're still live. My Twitch is locked up. Sorry, one moment. Assuming they're still live, we're going to go raid Polished Cryptid. Another fantastic channel. Definitely go give them a follow if you're not doing so already. Looks like Econorlax and Pat are also over there, and Chabi. A bunch of people that have been on Black Feather Guild before. Very awesome group that they've got going on over there. So go say hi, tell them Mars is Haunted, and hang out for a bit. And I think that is everything. So I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.